Hello and welcome to my Retro Nightmare live stream number 2, the replay. And if you can see me right now, you are not at the replay. You are live, and I am the Retromantic saying hello to all of you. First things first, I want you guys to let me know that you can see me and hear me okay. Always want to check that. Make sure there's no technical difficulties this evening. Let me know. Hi! Rob Adventures is here. I just made him a moderator tonight, and he's very happy to have that position for this channel. He deserves it. He's very dedicated and informative and helpful to me. So he's a moderator now. Everybody congratulate him on that. I'm definitely glad to have him helping me out. I know I'm not a very big channel, but I do still need some moderators to keep an eye on the chat and keep things going smoothly. So I appreciate him doing that. And I've got a few others that you may see pop in as well. Sandra's here. Hey, Sandra. Patricia's here. Edith is here. Dave Lynn is here. Who else? Spaceman Dudley, Jill, how are y'all doing tonight? Rob and Sumner are here. You can see and hear me. Rob is here too, of Rob's Classic Commercials. That's a new channel just getting started with retro commercials. It's really cool. He's going to have some good content. He's only got one video up now, but there's going to be tons more to come. So you guys might want to check that out and subscribe to him. Rob's Classic Commercials is what that's called. So we're just going to wait a couple more minutes, let people join us, say our hellos and that kind of thing. I'm going to look at the chat on my phone because it's moving faster than on the laptop. Justin Hobart, hello. Adam, how are you doing? Sharon is here. I'm probably forgetting some people. Harley Quinn, hello. Dominique is here somewhere. I thought I saw him. Hope you had a great day, Retro. I hope you did too, Spaceman Dudley, as well as the rest of the people in the chat tonight. We've got a lot to cover tonight. I've got some updates and I've got some new games for you guys. We will do the spinning wheel. That is still here. But we're also going to do some different games tonight. And I have a lot more prizes to give away tonight. So stay tuned for that. On the road with Craig and Linda. Hello. Thank you for joining us. All right. I think we're probably ready to move on. Again, thank you everybody for being here tonight. I'm the Retromantic, and this is a live stream series called My Retro Nightmare. This is live stream number 2. We had one 2 weeks ago, pretty successful. We had a lot of fun. I got some good advice from viewers on how to whip this room into shape. So I will be talking tonight about some of the progress that I've made, albeit small, but I have made some. But I do have a surprise for you guys tonight. I have a special guest who will be joining us. I'm going to bring them in through this StreamYard platform that I've been using. It allows you to bring special guests on. And I decided that I wanted to give that a try tonight. RJ is here. Hi, RJ. So I'm going to go backstage into my broadcasting studio and see if the special guest is ready, and then I will bring them on. So let's see. I think my special guest is ready, so let's go ahead with that. Wait a minute here. What's going on? It looks like maybe you have your camera backwards, or all I'm seeing is boxes here. Okay. There we go. Sir Daniel is here.
The closet guy.
Reporting live from, you guessed it, the closet. So yeah, it's a little bit of a cop out. He is right here in the room. But we figured since the room is so cluttered, what better way to show him than to stream with him on the screen instead of me picking up the laptop and showing him. So I know that idea is brilliant. So I might not keep him on the whole time.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, it's you're taking up the view of my awesome toys, Daniel. Yeah. So I might take you down some, but
I can live with that. My ego's not that big.
Yeah. So, but if I want to talk to you, I can bring you up, and or if they want to ask you questions, not just
hear the voice in the closet.
Yes. So last week we had him sitting in the closet, and it was
hello,
like,
Sandra. Hello, Edith. Hello, Jills, Dominique, Jacob. People are saying hello. So.
Yes. So yes, again, we have special guest Sir Daniel reporting live from the closet in this room. Welcome, Daniel. Okay. Now that I've welcomed you, see ya. Send him packing. Alrighty. Jake is here. Hi, Jake. Sir Daniel is a rock star. Alrighty. So let's see what is on the agenda tonight. First things first, we uncovered a table. Yes, a round of applause is in order. So, this, I did set some things on it for the purposes of tonight, but other than that, this table has been cleared. If you remember last week's live stream, it was completely covered so much that someone suggested, I think it was Rob, that I get a table. And I'm like, yo, I've got a table. You just can't see it. It's under there. I mean, this stuff was piled up to here. So it just looked like a big pile of like hoarding mess. But anyway, we uncovered a table. It took several hours to uncover the table because I was going, and Sir Daniel was helping me, but I was going through things bit by bit to kind of get them organized.
It took 4 hours.
Is that how long it really took?
Yeah, started like 7:30, and it was like 11:30ish when we stopped.
Okay, but we also were organizing the room next door.
Yeah, but it was all related.
Okay, so like Sir Daniel said, it actually took 4 hours to uncover the table. Yeah. But one of the reasons for that was looking for specific items, like things you guys had requested me to look for, other categories of things we were looking for, stuff for selling, stuff that just belonged in other places, stuff to get rid of, stuff to trash, stuff to donate, all that stuff. And then my stuff that I was keeping had to go in a certain box, maybe for display later. And also the room next door, it's a storage room, and you couldn't even get in the door. So Sir Daniel helped me a lot with that, with organizing that room so we could actually take the stuff from the table in here and get it out of here and move it over there. And you actually can walk a lot more in here now.
Yep.
There was a little path before, but now it's more open. We took some boxes that were down here on the floor away. So a little bit of progress has been made. I think I'm going to show them the other room a little bit, so they can see So bear with me because this is a laptop that I'm using here. And
trip over any of the wires.
Yeah, there's wires everywhere.
My white wire
and there's boxes everywhere. But okay, last time I could only stand at the doorway and look in. But now I can actually walk in the room, which is great. So I know it's hard for you to see on this, but there's empty floor down here.
Yep.
And sorry if you're getting seasick, but that corner right there next to the mattress, that's a lot of the stuff that we took off the table and around it. So we did make some progress there. Let's go back. Gotta plug you back in.
Yep. Very good.
Tammy says, wow, looks great.
JP, I'm getting dizzy.
So much room for activities. Like what? What activities? Suggest some, RJ.
Yeah.
Georgina's here. Hey, Georgina. JP Videos is here. Sorry I made you dizzy. Yeah, so we've made some process. Let's see what else we have for updates. I found some toys that you guys had requested. At this point, it's mostly just small things. I haven't found any like major big stuff or big dolls or big Care Bears or anything like that. It's really just small little items from the different things that you guys asked for. So I'm going to show a little bit of that in a minute. But I wanted to let you know we still have a huge, huge, huge portion of the room to go through. If you had to put a percentage with this, Daniel, how much do you think we've done so far?
I would say maybe we've done 10%.
10%, folks. So, you know, it's just, you can't see over here. I said this last week, but there's a closet that's just full of stuff and it's coming out of the closet by several feet and it's almost up to the ceiling. So we have to go through that and everything in the back. In the corner where eventually I'm going to be live streaming from, one of these days we're going to uncover the shelving like we did the table. So there's still like tons of toys over there that we have to go through. So if tonight, if I'm showing you things and you're thinking, hey, I requested something and it's not there, it's because we've only done 10%. And I'm going to address how you guys can actually buy items tonight as well. Yes, there are shelves back there, RJ, I swear. Rob says it looks a lot cleaner. 10% is a great start. The room is looking great. It looks better than before. Good progress. Hi, Dan. I didn't say hi to you. Hello, Dan. Glad to have you here tonight. Build bunk beds and now room for activities. Step Brother. I don't know that movie, so I don't get the joke. Build bunk beds. There used to be bunk beds in that room, actually, but I took them out and sold them. So I'm just going back on the chat for a second to see if I missed anything. RJ asked if I want to come clean out his garage next. You got anything good in there? Because if you got toys in there, I will.
I charge $25 an hour.
$25 an hour.
Actually, I do.
A while back, Dave said, Retromantic is awesome. Thanks, Dave. Okay. All right, let me go back up to speed now. Sir Daniel, don't go in the closet. Too much stuff by the sounds of it.
Who
Adam says we made great strides.
who was swearing?
What?
Somebody said you shouldn't swear. RJ said we shouldn't swear. You're on a public forum. Somebody was.
Oh, I don't know. He's probably. Yeah. I don't know if that was a joke or not. I didn't see anything. Daniel will be getting booked up in no time.
Yeah.
But travel expenses are on you. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. There's a lot to talk about. Okay, so I do want to talk a little bit. I've got my notes here because I'm not sure exactly how everything is going to work because I've never done this before. But I started a new group on Facebook. And I told you guys that I didn't want to sell through the Retromantic page because it's kind of got a different focus, more on going out and exploring and having adventures and making videos for YouTube. But I made a group, which the Retromantic is running on Facebook, and it is called My Retro Nightmare Toy Sales. And that is the way we are going to sell the things that I find in here that you guys are asking for. Plus, I'm going to put up a lot of other things that weren't requested, but that I just want to sell. And I'm going to put it up there to see if anybody wants to buy it. So you're going to go and I'll drop a link to this in a little bit. But so on that page, you can take a closer look at the items as opposed to me taking stuff and holding it up here and being like, does anyone want to buy this? I don't think that would be like a very good way to handle things on a live stream. So I will be showing some of the items, but if you want to get a closer look at the items and see a price, and if you'd like to get it, you can claim it there in a comment. Like I'm going to set up albums and then you look at the pictures and you can claim it from there. If you're not on Facebook and you don't have a profile, you can still go to this group. It's public. So you can go to the link and look at the stuff. You just won't be able to comment. So you can email me. My email address is always available. You can talk to me through that if you'd like to purchase something. Okay, right now, everything's going to be cheap, like dollar items or $2 items. So my advice to you is to claim items, and I'll set them aside for you, and you can add to your items as I work through the room more, and as I add them to the group. So instead of like you claiming a dollar item and then we have to go through shipping and all of that for this one little thing, if you can, wait for a few more streams to go, or, you know, as I put more things up so that you can get several items in one package, if that makes sense. So I'm going to have some live stream only items too as well. So people that are coming to the live stream will also have a chance. We'll work that out somehow, but I will have some special stuff just for the live streams people. So like, let me talk about shipping a little bit more. One thing that would be good to do if you're planning to get like several items and you do want to kind of watch the course of the streams as they go and see what else I find. One thing that you can do is fill a bag. The bag is about this size and it's a flat rate shipping of $8. So, and even some bigger items can fit in here. Bigger items, if you've got bigger items or breakable items, we're going to go to a box. If you do just want one or two small things, that is okay. I'll just use a small envelope for you or a little small box or something like that. I'm pretty flexible on this. I'm just letting you know that it would make sense if you're planning to buy several items to just wait a little bit and fill a bag. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys? Let me know if I'm making sense or if you have questions about that at this point.
Sir Daniel thinks that's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't think it would be very easy to do that all live. It would be kind of strange doing like money stuff.
And you could set bags aside for people. And...
Yes. I will have like so-and-so's bag and so-and-so's bag, and I'll just keep adding to them. And also, if we do it that way, you also have a chance of me adding to your bag special stuff that you don't know about. Because if you're doing the flat rate shipping, if I add to the bag, it's not going to add anything to the shipping. So if I know what you like, I'm probably going to throw in freebies because I searched through everything because I'm all about freebies. I've got a lot to give out tonight, actually. But
you got some good stuff. I've seen most of it.
Let's check the chat.
I've been watching.
Yeah, they're like goodie bags.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So far, making sense. Okay. So also, if you were at the streams and you have asked me to look for something for you, you have first claim to your requested items, which is a cool thing. Because it didn't make sense to me to start this group and put some things up and then have Joe Schmo just come on and claim it when it was like a Holly Hobby doll that Sandra had asked for. Okay? So what I'm going to do when I put something up, anybody can claim it. That's fine. But part of my group rules is going to be that if it was something that was claimed by somebody else, they have first dibs. That doesn't mean you have to buy it. Okay? It just...
Cynthia's got a good question.
Okay.
Here. Sounds like mailing is $8. So how do you make money on $1 items?
You guys pay shipping. That's how. Okay. So I make money on dollars.
Yeah. And of course, if you get more and more goes in a bag than just $1 item.
Oh yeah, the bags, you can put tons of items in these bags. Right. They're bigger than they look.
Sorry to interrupt what you were saying.
No, that is an excellent question. Buyer pays shipping, you guys. That's very important to note.
We're not the March Dimes.
Yeah, we can't. I can't afford shipping. I'm poor. I've been out of work for 3 months. Okay, but yes, excellent question. You guys pay the shipping. So yeah, so if I have something up and it's something that somebody had asked for, I'm going to probably go to you if you haven't written anything on it and say, hey, did you want that DuckTales puzzle that you asked for? If you say you're going to pass, then it's open to the public for somebody else to get, if that makes sense. The name of the group. I'm going to drop a link to that right now. Now, I just started this group, you guys. There's nothing up there yet. I've got a whole pile of stuff to add to it, but I haven't had a chance to get the pictures taken or start that yet, but you can go and join the group now. It's public, it's open. So just submit your request to join and I will approve you. And then you'll start getting notifications and stuff when things go up. So that is not the link. That's the link to join the stream. So maybe let me not send that out to everybody. Or have random people crashing the stream.
Yeah. You know you have 10 people on here.
Let me talk amongst yourselves. Let me get that.
It sounds like an old SNL skit. Coffee talk.
Yes.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yes, if anyone has a question.
I'll give you a topic.
Now is a good time to ask it while I go and hunt the link. My Retro Nightmare toy sales.
Drop the link like it's hot. Oh boy. I'm on fire.
Okay. I think I got it. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a Facebook group.
Okay, somebody click it and make sure it goes to the right place. Okay. So that is the link. Yeah, so again, you can check that out even if you're not on Facebook. You'll just have to email me if there's something that you're interested in. My email address is below any video on my channel, and it's also on the About Me section, so you can get that. So I'll start putting things up pretty soon. That's going to kind of be a priority for me to start getting things up. Let's do a sneak peek of some of the items. Again, right now it's nothing spectacular, but I did find a few things that people were interested in. I've got a bag of Nintendo toys. You know, some of them are new and more modern stuff from McDonald's, but I also have the 80s ones that came out, like Mario and Luigi and that Goomba thing and that,
a little higher.
that Koopa Troopa thing. You can't really see that well, but you know, that's an 80s one on the bottom there. So it's mainly the McDonald's toys. There's Sonic or Genesis stuff in there, Sega Genesis, and there's somebody else, like Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if that's the right name, but that's the name that came into my head as a video game guy. I saw him in there. So I'm going to put these up. Some of them will be individual. I might put like the 80s ones together as a lot that you can purchase them all together. So that's going to be up soon. Somebody, I'm not sure, but maybe it was Jake or Journey with Jay, or somebody was asking about the DuckTales puzzle. This was something I didn't write down, but I heard it in the chat. If you're interested in this, I am going to put that up. This is a vintage puzzle from 1986. I don't know if it has all the pieces, but...
Yeah, I was just going to say, doesn't sound like it has 100 pieces in there.
It might.
Oh, well, it might. I'll take that back.
Yeah, but what I will do for you is, since it's just 100 pieces, I'm going to put it together, and I'll take a picture of it together, so you'll know whether you...
It was Jacob who asked about the Nintendo stuff.
Okay, Jacob asked about that stuff. Okay, so I'll be putting that up. Hi, Cynthia. I don't think I said hi to Cynthia. Oh my God. Michael Baker is here. Hi, Michael. I probably have a Mr. Quiet book somewhere in here. I am so excited to see you. This is my friend from like 1,000 years ago at college. We actually traveled to England and Ireland together, and then that was awesome. Cool. And I'm so happy to see him here. He's one of my good friends. Everybody say hi to M. Baker. Thanks for dropping in. Okay, let's see what else. I do have the little Holly Hobby doll. Sandra was interested in that, so this one is going to go up on the group. I've got Care Bear stuff, old and new. I've got a whole huge bag of the stuffed animals, the vintage ones, but I do have some small odds and ends that have to do with Care Bears. Rob of Rob Adventures. I have Tiny Toon stuff, and I have Plucky Duck stuff. It's the flip cars. It's like Plucky Duck is on one side, and then you flip it over, and it's Babs Bunny. Is that her name? Babs?
I don't remember.
It was a question to the chat. I didn't figure you would know. I'm just kidding. You know some stuff.
I know some things, but
there
are a lot of things I don't know.
Let's check in with the closet and see how's it going in there.
I'm back on camera again.
Special guest.
I'm doing okay. Just chilling in the closet.
You can show off this.
I could.
Oh, that's not the flip one. That's actually, move it up a little.
There we go.
It's like really shiny.
Yeah, it's this. There we go. There, you can see a little bit better now.
He's got the Buster Bunny one. That's actually a different line. That's not working very well.
No.
It's a different line than the flip cars. It's like They have a little basketball in the back, and it pops up, and you try to get it in the hoop when it's driving. And then this Babs, the little record spins around when she drives. You guys remember these? Jacob does. He said he used to have one of them. So this is like Montana Max. And you flip it, and I forgot the name of that thing. But those are pretty cool. So those are going to be on the group. Farewell.
Yeah, think of the movement. And I'm off camera. Oh, man.
So yeah, like I said, I haven't found a lot of what you guys requested yet, but there's some stuff I'm going to be putting up just as extras. Like, I think this is Randy Savage. I'm probably going to put him up. And I have this in the package Bart Simpson keychain that's pretty cool from 1990, if anyone likes Simpsons. And somebody was asking about horses that weren't like My Little Ponies, and I said I didn't have any, but then of course I found one. So I don't remember who that was, but there's a little realistic looking horse here that's in really good condition. That's probably just going to be like $1 or something. So I'll put that there as well.
Dave Lynn likes the Bart and Randy. He will take the Bart and Randy.
Okay. I actually know what else Dave Lynn likes. And he was looking for the little Smurf figures. And this was a while back. And I actually set some aside for him. I have a football one. Look how cute that is. And these are like, that one's kind of a newer, like.
Yeah, he says yes.
1990. But then I have one that's as old as like 78, 79 for those. So these are kind of, I guess, set aside for Dave. He said yes, he wants those.
He says yes and yes. Okay. Jill says the horses was her question, which you didn't really have much or anything at all, do you?
I just had what I just showed. And you guys, you don't have to like claim stuff now. That's what I'm making the site for. But it's okay that some people did. Well, I'm flexible. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
But mainly I want to use the group for that purpose. And another thing I didn't mention was I do prefer PayPal to do the payments through. It's just really easy and safe. So I like to use PayPal, but if you want to use a different form of payment, talk to me, message me or email me, and we'll work it out. Again, I'm flexible with this. So Dan says he had most of the Smurfs, not sure what happened to them. Probably a parent threw them out. That's what happened to a lot of our stuff.
Spaceman Dudley's looking for McDonald characters.
I have like Ronald McDonald and Grimace and stuff like that, and Hamburglar. I didn't know someone was going to request that, but man, do I have that. This is a personal collection, but I'm willing to sell from it, and I probably have doubles. So yeah, McDonald's toys gets a big thumbs up for me. I have tons. Older and newer. Like 80s to, I don't know, early 2000s probably. And this is not just McDonald's toys, by the way. It's fast food toys. So like there's Hardee's and there's Burger King and there's Subway and
any Wendy's.
Yes. So yes, that was a good question. I didn't know someone was going to ask that, and nobody has before, but I had this sitting out because I found it recently. So now that I know someone's interested in that, I will put some of those on the group as well. McDonald's toys. Subway, eat fresh. Is their motto, RJ. All right. So again, you can fill a bag. You know, a lot of stuff is going to fit in this. Flat rate shipping of $8.
John's here. John.
Hi, John Spike Explorers, good to see ya. So your best bet if you're planning to get more than one thing, again, is to fill a bag. I'll put it aside for you, and then just you can claim stuff, and I won't ship it then. I'll wait until you filled your bag, and you can get lots of items in there, and flat rate shipping is $8, which is actually a good deal. You guys, shipping is crazy expensive nowadays. So if you took the same amount of stuff that you've put in that flat rate and tried to weigh it out and put it in a box, it would be more than $8. It'd probably be, for filling up one of these, if you move to a box, it'd probably be $11 or $12. So it is a good deal. I know some people get taken aback by shipping prices, but you can check the U.S. Postal Service website.
They're constantly raising
every
them.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every year it gets higher, and it's frustrating, but that's the way it goes. So you guys can always be making requests. If you think of something else, I've got a master list going of what people are looking for. You can tell me in the group what you're looking for. You can message the Retromantic Facebook page to ask for something.
Yeah, if you got real specific questions about some of the items you're after, like the size and things, that's a good email question.
Yeah.
You know?
Or messenger. The Retromantic page has a messenger thing. You can message me. Speaking of that, I just want to kind of remind everybody that I do, in fact, have a Retromantic Facebook page. I know I've been mentioning it a lot, but it's been going for about a year. I post often, and I show pictures and videos that you won't see on YouTube. So it's kind of like, you know, I put up a video, or I put a video out and I'll let you know there, and I might put pictures from the location, or more pictures that you're not seeing in the video, that kind of thing. So there's extras going on there. Also, since I'm a small channel and I don't have a community tab, it's the way that I talk to you all and tell you about upcoming videos, and sometimes I'm at a location and I'll do a post and say, I'm here, look at what's coming up, look how cool this is. Okay, so it's channel, even though it's Facebook, it's YouTube channel updates basically for me. But most of I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, but I'm also trying to grow that Facebook community. And you know, when I make a post, I maybe get 2 or 3 people liking it, and that's okay. I know I'm small, it's not a problem, but if you're on Facebook, come on over and check out that Facebook Retromantic page. I'd like to have more interaction on the posts that I put up, people talking to each other, people commenting about the pictures and that sort of thing. It's just like, it's a pretty dead page, and I put a lot of effort into it. So if you guys are on Facebook, please, I invite you to come over to the Retromantic, check it out, and interact with me. You know, come and write comments and interact with each other. Message me there if you have a question. So I'm just kind of trying to revive that page and get a little more action going there, if that makes sense. I know a lot of you are already on it, and you've already liked it and you've already been on it for some time, but please come and comment and interact. Some of you do. Got some people who always are there, like Sumner and Dominique, and I appreciate you guys so much. But come on and check that page out, you guys. So let me look at the chat, and then I'm going to talk about games and prizes and the fun stuff I know everybody is waiting for. Let's check in with Mr. Closet Man.
Oh my God, I'm back.
He's back.
Oh God.
What's life like in the closet tonight?
Oh, it's okay, you know. I mean, who was it was saying before? Oh, she could shut you in there. Well, actually, my knees are hanging out of the door, so it'd be hard for her to actually close the door on me in here.
I could try.
Yeah, I bet you would like to try that.
I already covered you up with boxes.
Yep. Had the boxes idea, and we did that. Yep.
All right, I'm going to go to my Facebook page and drop a link to that as well. And that page will also, it has a link on it too.
Yeah, too much information is right.
I have to find my mouse. It's messing up. Hold on, my mouse. All right, there's a link on the Facebook page to the group too, the toy sale group, if you scroll down it.
Yeah, and what she's been talking about, her Facebook page, I can attest she posts stuff there a lot, and it is a good way to know what she's got coming up.
Why did it make that link so long?
Whose mic is too loud?
There we go. Someone's saying a mic is loud. Okay, here we go. There is the link to the Facebook page for the Retro Romantic. As far as both being on the same link, I mean, even if we're not, I don't know if the link, well, maybe the link slows it down. We have to be on the same internet.
I'm gonna take causing the echo.
Yeah, for one thing with slowness, it is probably us some, because I went over this last week. We don't have a good signal here. We're in the mountains. We're both working off the same signal. He has to have it on because he's following the chat for me, so he's got to be in there.
And it's always going to be a little bit slow here. Always, like she's saying, the local internet companies, they're not upgrading. And everybody's into the same hub in Waynesville in Western North Carolina, and they're not upgrading their servers. So the bandwidth in the internet here will be the same way that it is now.
We can turn your mic off. Did we do that?
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now.
Because we figured we didn't need his mic because he can talk through mine because it's right next to him.
Okay. Disable.
Okay.
All right. Mic is disabled.
Yeah, our laptops are closed. We thought about that before the stream, but we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Jill says she will definitely help me on the Facebook page. That's awesome. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate your support.
Yes, our internet can be like dial-up, especially for the people around here.
It's retro.
That have the satellite internet, you know, because some of the areas can't get the unlimited data plan. So when you use up your data, it slows down to dial-up speeds. So, which is why I don't have internet where I live.
All right, so we are going to get rid of Daniel.
See, I ruined the whole thing.
And we're gonna move on to games now. Thanks, guys, for being patient. I have a new game for today. Woo! Everybody get excited. New game. And then we'll go back to the spinning wheel because that was fun. So we'll get Sir Daniel out here to put the spinning wheel back on his head again. I keep you around for
some things.
Yes, for pertinent reasons. Okay. So I have a bin here that says toys, and it is in fact full of retro toys. So we are going to do a contest, and what I'm going to do is hold up an item. Some are really easy, and some are harder. Hold up the item, show it to you guys, and the first person who lets me know in the chat what it is and gets it correct is going to get their name on a piece of paper, and it's going to go into this bag. And at the end of the game, I'm going to draw a name, and that person is going to win a huge bag of retro fun. It's got older and newer items in it, but it's got like some Batman and California Raisin, and it's got some old cards. I don't know if you can see this very well, but they're called baseball gross out cards. They're like trading cards or stickers, maybe. They're stickers, and they have like really gross baseball figures on them, characters, and that's unopened. It does have the gum still in it. It's 30-year-old gum, and I do not advise you to eat it. But it is, and if you do eat it, then make sure you live stream that so we can watch. Anyway, I'm going to give this away. It is going to be separate. If you're making a bag, it's not part of that. This is something I'm going to send to you, free shipping. I'm just going to put it in the mail and send it to you as a prize, okay? Tammy won a prize last week. I'm actually filling a bag up for her still with stuff. You will have to email me your address, whatever address you want the prize to go to. So if you don't want to email me your address, don't do this contest because I need to have it to send you this. All right, so let's do that. Daniel, are you ready to watch the chat and see who's coming up?
Yes, I'm doing my best. Now, I think my chat might be a tad slow.
Why don't you look at my phone to do it?
Okay.
Because my phone is up to speed.
Oh, yeah. It might. I don't know. My chat might be good.
Because we want to make sure we get.
Yeah, your phone's faster. That's
whoever's coming through first. It's easy to skip.
Yeah. Okay, your phone is faster. I'll look at your phone.
All right, let me get this chat up to speed. This chat is going slower than anything. Justin says he's going to be first. The Retromantic, do you have any Garbage Pail Kids cards? No, not a lot. I wish I did. I have like newer stuff, like Garbage Pail Kids vinyl figures. Let's look at those real quick because they're gross. Of him. He probably has a name, but I'm not gonna.
Tammy's looking for a Cookie Monster.
I have Cookie Monster stuff. What kind of Cookie Monster?
It just says Cookie Monster.
Anything Cookie Monster?
Just
or
Cookie
like a
Monster.
stuffed animal?
Yeah, now she's saying ooh.
Look at Brace Face here. Extreme close up. Check her out. Yeah, I don't have the cards, so I wish I did. You guys probably know this, or some of you know it, but those things are worth a lot of money if you have a lot of them, like a whole binder. I mean, they're going for hundreds of dollars. I have a lot of cards, just not, unfortunately, not Garbage Pail Kids. This whole thing is full of like old stuff like that. Like just for some examples, I've got Jaws 3D and some more of those baseball funky cards. Casper the Friendly Ghost. Gargoyles.
Oh, I love that.
Didn't you watch that show?
Yep.
Gargoyles.
There's some good voice actors in that.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
He said those would be great for the 80s flashback parade next year. Garbage Pail Vinyl.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be. Well, if you want one of them, I can arrange that. Is RJ still here? Because this is kind of funny. I actually have trading cards of old fire trucks.
Jacob Smith's asking if you got any Pokemon.
I do have some. I have Pokemon and anime stuff. Kind of random. Somewhere. And Tammy, look,
Yep.
I have Return to Oz trading cards.
Yes, Dominique, Gargoyles was a solid show.
I have Yo MTV Raps cards. It's pretty sweet, right? Does anybody remember the movie called Baby with the dinosaur?
Yes, I was just thinking about that movie the other day.
The cards are loose, but I have a bunch of those. Let's see if there's anything else. T2.
Yeah, RJ likes the fire trucks and wants them. Fire truck cards.
Okay, I'll put those up. There's a bunch of them, actually. I'll have to collect them all and get them together.
Those are pretty neat.
I was thinking about you when I saw them. I have Santa Claus cards. Bet you didn't expect that. Didn't I have something else really cool that I was showing you? I have E.T. and Alf somewhere in here.
Somebody's asking for Return to Oz.
Those are mine. Yeah, it's probably, is it Tammy?
AE86.
Oh, Hachi. Return to Oz. Here's Ninja Turtles. Return to Oz is the strangest movie I've seen in a long time. It freaked me out as a kid. When the lady took her head off. Yes, that was Mombi, Princess Mombi. That is one of my favorite movies. It's supposed to be a Disney movie, but it's very unlike what Disney has historically put out. It's very freaky. And it's nothing like the original Wizard of Oz. There's no musical numbers or cheesy stuff. It's very dark. So it's cool though. It's a really good movie, and stuff from the movie is really rare. So I only have those cards and a puzzle, and I'm probably not going to sell those because that's like some of my favorite stuff. I've got Desert Storm cards. How about that?
Oh my God.
I think those might have gum in them. But I'll get back to the game.
Edith is asking for Star Wars.
Cards or stuff?
Cards.
I don't have that. I got Batman Forever. Yeah, I don't have any Star Wars cards. That would be cool.
Yeah, you'd have to compete with that with me.
Yeah, Star Wars stuff is just really hard to find. Not the newer stuff, but like the cards, 80s Star Wars cards would be pretty hard to find.
I gotta say that's pretty freaking awesome right there.
Alf is in here somewhere, but he's hiding. Yeah, so I wanted to show Alf that I can't find him. I've also got just old baseball cards. I don't know if anyone's interested in those, but I might put those on the group just to see. Yeah, well, Alf and other stuff is in there too, but too much. We got to get to the game.
Yep.
Okay, so remember, I just went off on a tangent, but remember what we're doing. I'm going to hold up an item. You're going to tell me what it is. If you're the first person to answer, you get your name in the drawing for the retro prize bag. Okay? Some of them may have 2 questions. Okay? So I'm going to be looking for the person who can answer both questions in some case. So if somebody just throws up an answer really quick, but I've asked for a second one, the person who has both first will win.
Yeah, RJ does want the Alf stuff. So
Alf?
Yeah.
Okay. I will try to find those. Yeah. I have other Alf stuff too if anyone's interested. Okay. Let's go. This will be items from 70s through 90s is the time period for these items. They're from books or movies or TV shows. Okay, so some are easy, some are hard.
And I'll read off what they're saying, okay?
Okay.
And you say when they got it right.
Okay. What is this dog's name? He's from the 80s.
Justin says Spud McKenzie.
Spuds McKenzie is the correct answer.
So Justin Hobart.
Justin Hobart is the first person. And I'm going to put...
And several people were like right after he said it, but he got it. He typed it quicker.
Okay. Well, he was right. He said earlier, I'll be the first. And he was. Look at that. Okay, so he's in there.
He said he had that one when he was little.
Yes. You guys, this is not part of the prizes, but who knows what he's from. It's not a children's show or cartoon or anything like that. What is he the mascot for?
And Rob says beer, but which beer company? Wasn't it?
Which beer company, you guys? Budweiser.
Yeah. Tammy got and RJ got it.
All right, let's do another one.
But technically, it was Bud Light, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I
I have a set of Christmas glasses, like skinny glasses that like open up like that, like flutes kind of. They a set of 4, and it's Spuds McKenzie like Christmas Budweiser glasses. And when Christmas comes, I always set them out, and I'm like, look at my beautiful Spuds display.
Yeah, Jacob Smith brings up Target got their knockoff on Spud McKenzie, and that's the truth.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, they have a little dog just like that.
No, I know the dog. I just didn't think about that.
And it's and Target calls it a bullseye. Is the name of the dog.
I've seen it. Okay.
I used to work for Target, and I can tell you all about bullseye.
Okay, we're moving into the 90s now, and I would like to... I'm trying to decide if I should ask for first and last name to make it more tricky. And I think I'm going to, because I'm feeling... I don't want to stay mean, but I'm feeling like I want to get some die-hard retro knowledge people into the drawing here. So I'm going to ask for first and last name. If no one gets it, then we'll just do first name. Okay, this is a 90s guy. Who is this?
Doug Funny, Robin Sumner.
Yay, they are correct. This is Doug Funny from the Nickelodeon cartoon Doug. He also had a couple of movies.
Okay, Robin Sumner got it.
All right.
Or Sumner.
Yes.
And several others were just right after it. Most of them actually had the full name.
Okay, so I was being too easy. I thought that would be hard. The last name, at least. But I guess not. Okay. Sumner. I'm adding her to the drawing. Okay, moving on. Okay. This is a two-parter. This is going to be, well, I think it's going to be harder, but I don't know. You guys are pretty good. So I'm not asking for the name of what you see on the item when I hold it up. I'm asking for like the trademark name of what these toys or stuffed thingies were called. And making it hard, what TV show inadvertently made them popular? I bet Sumner might know this one too.
So far, nobody's answered anything. You might have stumped them on this one.
I was hoping to stump them.
Pillow Pals.
Close, but no.
That was Justin Hobart again.
It does
Jacob
have the word pillow in it.
Yeah. Jacob Smith says, I don't know that one.
Okay, anybody?
Dan says SpongeBob lookalike, which is what I thought.
No, this is way before SpongeBob time.
And AE86 Hutchie and his alter ego Quail Man.
That's from Doug. Yeah, the Quail Man.
Adam Tariska says Pillow Fighters.
No, Rob's classic commercial says Pillow People Full House. I'll take that. It's actually called a pillow person, but yeah, if you're talking about them plural, it would be Pillow People. And yes, if you watched Full House, DJ Tanner had a pillow person with her from when she was small to when she was like almost grown up. It was in her room with her. And it was like, there was a whole episode about like her pillow person being gone. They were much bigger than this. Let me add that. This is a mini one, but the big ones are like huge. So they're pillows with arms and legs. So we're going to say Rob, we have several Robs in the chat, but Rob's classic commercials got this one.
RJ says, this is rigged. I demand a recount.
A recount of what?
I don't know.
What are we counting, RJ?
Jacob says, I've seen almost every episode of Full House and new Fuller House.
But you didn't know a pillow person? You need to go back and review. I was just watching like season 5 and she's like 15 or 16 and the pillow person is still next to her bed in her bedroom. So, okay. Fun facts.
I don't know, you froze up. Somebody said we froze up, but it doesn't look like it's freezing here. Must be on your end. It could be
just Dan.
Yeah.
You guys, if it freezes up, refresh. I don't think we're frozen.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll figure that out.
Yeah, Jacob says it looks fine. It's someone else. It was just Dan Griswold.
Yeah. All right, so we got a bunch more here. Let's move on. I'm going to give you an easy one. This is an easy one, so get ready. Okay?
All right, people. Get ready to type.
Who is this character? Let's make it harder. Who is this character and what show? What is the name of the show they are from? Okay? Name and show.
I'm surprised. It's taking them a while.
Complete with thermos.
Urkel, Family Matters.
Correct.
That was RJ.
RJ.
Yep.
RJ. Let's throw him in the mix.
Yeah, good RJ. See, you won one.
Oh no, he demanded a recount.
Yeah.
We have to like throw this out and start over. Okay.
Fresh Prince. Someone said Fresh Prince.
Is that a joke?
Maybe. I don't know.
Will Smith would probably get a kick out of that. Alrighty. Okay.
People are now saying, did I do that?
Yes. And it's funny because like I think there's sayings on, yes, let me show you this real quick.
Yeah, it's on there.
There's sayings on there. It says, no sweat, my pet, which he used to say to Laura Winslow. And right there, of course. Did I do that? Well, I mean, did I do that? But yeah, it's on there. And this is from 1991, Lorimar Television.
Alicia Wright is here now and says, hello, everyone.
Hello, Alicia. Thanks for joining us. All right. The next character. We are going back to the 80s. I want to know what the name of this thing is and what company, I guess we'll say, to not give it away, does it go with or represent? Okay, I don't want to give it away, so let's just show it. There's a hint on him right there, if you can figure that out.
Yeah, no one's typing yet. Okay, RJ says the Noid,
The Noid.
and Bob Adventure says the pizza guy. RJ says Domino's Pizza now after that.
Okay, RJ got it. He did it separately, but he got both of them first. And so, yeah, this is the Noid for Domino's, and it was like supposed to make your pizza cold, or like, I don't remember exactly what it did, but it was something about making your pizza cold, and Domino's was always hot.
And now everybody's chiming in. Domino's, avoid
Yeah.
the Noid, all that stuff.
You're not, I mean, Tammy, if you watched TV at all in the 80s, this is on every 5 minutes. It's not like a children's character or a children's cartoon.
It was a commercial.
It was a commercial on television.
Yeah.
It was a mascot like the Spuds McKenzie, but just for Domino's. I had to refresh my dad's memory on this. He was like, "What is that?" when I showed it to him. But then I went on YouTube and I found a commercial, and he was like, "Oh yeah." I do remember that from the 80s. So sometimes it's in the back of your head somewhere amongst other things.
Now Rob's saying no recount.
What?
No recount.
Okay. So like Rob of Rob's Classic Commercials, you've probably seen it because you've done a lot of editing work with old commercials, and maybe the Noid commercials have come up before. And if they haven't, you should do one because those were funny commercials.
Tammy says the 80s were my party days.
Okay, so she was just gone.
And the way they partied in the 80s, we understand what you're saying.
So she's lost her memory for that decade.
Yeah, the 80s is a blur.
So we have to just remind her. And there's always YouTube to look this stuff up.
Somebody had fun in the 80s.
Okay, so that was RJ again, right? And I didn't write it yet. I almost forgot. Okay, so I still got a bunch more.
Yep, she says so true.
Okay. Going to the 80s. What is this? Sorry, I was not ready. What is this called? And what movie did it play a role in? A very famous movie in the 80s. Early 80s.
Well, what's her face got the name? Hachi.
We need both. We need both.
And she got the movie. She got E.T.
Okay, Hachi. I know who you are, but I don't know your real name. I know I've talked to you before, but she got it. So
yeah, cool.
We're Congrats. Just gonna call you Hachi, if that's okay. And she got it. That is correct. This is the Speak and Spell, and it was part of the stuff that E.T. was using to phone home and make his contraptions and stuff that they went out in the field. And you probably remember he was collecting stuff around the house, and this is one of the things he had, and it was like turning on and saying stuff, and he opened it and reworked the wires in it to somehow help him connect to his home planet. But you may not know, kind of a fun fact, is there's another one called Speak and Math. Less popular, but I rescued these from like a Goodwill or something, and I still haven't cleaned them up and put batteries in to see if they work. But my daughter, she's 8, she loves ET, and she's dying for me to get this thing working so she can play with it. So I'm gonna try to work on that myself. Okay, so we're putting down Hachi.
Mm-hmm. Need batteries.
Okay, I've got a funky looking little guy here. He's cute, but he's also funky. And I'm looking for, this is hard, but the name of this creature and what it's from. Here's another same guy, but it's like a little keychain. This started in the 80s. You might get a clue. You can get a clue if you look at the face style. It might remind you of something.
RJ says, nope, clueless. Deranged Cabbage Patch doll.
Close.
And that was JP.
Jay's on the right track, actually. I don't think anybody's going to know the name of it. That's why I put this in.
And RJ says Cabbage Patch something. Rob says he will pass on this one, but he still wants a recount.
What's with all the recounts?
I don't know.
Your daughter should be in the sequel of E.T. as the little girl. The little girl is Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually have a great idea for a sequel to E.T., but we can't do that. Talk about it now. It would take up too much time. Okay. Cabbage Patch Rabbit Boy, Adam Turiska.
It's okay. It is from Cabbage Patches. So those of you that said that, it is correct because the face looks like a Cabbage Patch, but this is called a bunny bee. I know people are like, what the?
Yeah, nobody really knew what that one was.
I know, I knew it.
But the closest was Adam.
What did he say?
He said Cabbage Patch Rabbit Boy.
Yeah, but Jay said Cabbage Patch before anybody, so I don't know. See that picture there? It's like the little bunny bees are flying over the Cabbage Patch where the Cabbage Patches come from. They're too little to be bunnies and too big to be bees, but they look and act like both. They come from the Indian land of Chowi, excuse me, which means land of the dancing rabbits. Okay, so
wow.
There's a lot of YouTube videos out about this, but the Cabbage Baby Land.
Cynthia was first right. Yeah, she said bunny baby. I missed that.
It's not bunny baby, it's bunny bee.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is there's a lot of videos online about Baby Land, which is a place you can visit where Cabbage Patches come from, and you can get one specially made, and they do a lot of like acting stuff, like it's the hospital, and they're picking the babies out of the Cabbage Patch and the trees and blah 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 blah. But it's like this tourist attraction in this huge mansion. It's not far from here. It's in Cleveland, Georgia. Lots of videos on it. But if you go there, these bunny bees are hanging from the sky, like hundreds of them. Not the sky, the ceiling, like hundreds of them.
Yeah, folks, for the record, Retromantic is actually counting the first person to actually just say Cabbage Patch to get the closest.
Well, I'm not gonna put in anybody's name for this because it was just like too much back and forth. And if you said Cabbage Patch, you were on the right track, but we're gonna just skip and go to another one. But these are bunny bees for future reference. I know that's important information you'll need. But anyway, all right, I got a bunch more. Have no fear, you guys. If you guys want me to go on, because I can stop if it's getting like too boring. I'm sure you guys probably want me to go on, but I'm just gonna ask the chat to make sure. It is cute. I think so too. It's got really big feet and really funky shoes for its size.
JP wants a recount.
If you tell me what to recount, I'll recount it.
I know, like who was it? Yeah, RJ was saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7. Where do they come up with these numbers? I don't know what's going on
Oh,
here.
you know what? The people that are saying that are people that have historically been ones to give me a hard time. So I think that that's what they're doing, and I'm just going to ignore it and move on with all your recount talk. Cynthia says she's having fun, and let's keep going. Yes, that was new to Adam, new to a lot of people. JP's cheating. Rob Adventure says JP's cheating.
And now JP says, hey now.
Learning a lot. Well, good. That was like, in case you guys haven't figured it out, it's kind of like, maybe it's obvious, but a big part of us doing these streams is not really to have you guys help me organize my room or you to watch me organizing. Because I told someone about the stream today, and he was like, you want us to come watch you organize a room? And I was like, no, that's kind of the main thing I'm trying to accomplish, and I'm taking viewer suggestions, but really that's not what it's about. It's about having fun and learning about retro toys and just giving stuff away and having a good time. So I'm going to keep going with the game for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Keep going.
Okay. This is, I don't know if this will be hard or easy. You may know what this is, or like what crazy popular collection it was from, but I want somebody to tell me what this one is commemorating. Okay, so it's from a collection of animals that was really popular in the 90s. You may know that name, but I want someone to tell me what this bear commemorates.
Jacob got it right, Princess Diana.
Right, but
Jacob Smith.
What is it?
What's the company? And a lot of other people got it.
You gotta get both, you guys.
Okay, so Sumner is the first person to put them both.
Okay.
Which is Beanie Babies, Princess Diana Bear.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm being a hard whatever on this, but like you gotta get both, okay? Mm-hmm. So both parts. So don't just jump the gun and write Beanie Babies or whatever. You have to make sure there's not two parts and get both parts, okay?
Yeah.
So that was Sumner.
Sumner was the first one to get both of them in the line.
Yes. So this is purple. I don't know. I guess it's coming through, and it's got a little rose on it. And that is a bear they put out to commemorate her death in 1997.
Right.
And there's like rumors going around that they're worth like so much money. But if you go online and look, they're like selling for like $1. So I don't know who started that rumor, but it's not true. All right, so that was Sumner.
Yeah, Jacob says his mom has 10 of them.
Yeah. So you guys remember the Beanie Baby craze and how everyone thought they were going to be worth so much money, so they saved them. And then 20 years later, they're worth like 50 cents. There are a few rare ones that are worth more money, but that whole thing was basically a bust. Beanie Babies aren't worth anything, sadly.
Yeah, RJ, it's probably just the lighting and maybe your monitor settings.
What?
He's saying it didn't look purple, and now JP saying it looks dark pink.
Well, it's purple. Purple is the color of royalty, so that's why it's purple. Purple is also the color of this next item. So I'm letting you know ahead of time that it's purple. If in fact you see a different color, it is just not so. It's purple, it's purple, it's purple, and that may give you a clue. Here's a 90s thing that many people thought was just so strange. So this is a two-parter, again, making it trickier. 2 parts, you must get both. You can put out answers separately, but if somebody else puts 2 together before you, then they're going to get it, okay?
Somebody's already guessed it, I think. Or even lifted it out.
Well, did you get both?
Well, just keep going.
Okay, I'm giving it away. Too many clues.
Yeah.
You guys ready? What? I need the show name and the name of this one.
Yeah.
So not just the show.
The character name and the show name.
And he's a little clippy thing. Looks funny.
Scary alien doll, JP videos. Tinky.
Incorrect.
Tinky Winky Teletubbies from Sandra.
Yes, Sandra is correct.
Okay.
This is from the television show, British television show, but it was aired in the US. The Teletubbies. And it was really weird. They didn't talk they said a few words like each other's names and some other things, but mostly they just made sounds, and each one had a certain sound they made, and each one had a different name. Each one had a different antenna thing and a different color. And most people thought the show was really weird. Children did like it. Some people were freaked out by it, though. A lot of people.
I like Justin's statement. That's about as scary as Barney.
Okay, well, prepare yourself to be frightened.
Teletubby Al Gore.
Screaming ensues. This is actually a generic Barney. Not someone just put it out to try to get on the Barney bandwagon. It looks extra freaky. Okay. Yeah, so enough purple items. But that was Sandra, right? They got that? Yes.
Yes, Sandra, what's her?
Sandra Pink Videos.
Yes. I knew it was something videos. I couldn't remember what was in between.
Yeah, you guys, Sandra has a channel and she's got cool stuff on there. She's got a little bit of everything, but she does do some abandoned locations, which are really cool. She did a farmhouse video that I looked at. It was half burnt down, but it was really cool. So if you guys want to go check out Sandra Pink's video, she's got some cool stuff on there. So I recommend you to check it out. Okay.
Yes, Cherry from Pee Wee's is in the background.
Yes, that is correct. I think we talked about that last time.
That was A86 Hachi saying that. He was also asking about, a little bit before, I didn't want to interrupt, about die-cast cars.
Yes, I remember talking to you online about that and how you restore them. And it doesn't matter if they're not mint condition. You actually like the ones that are in worse condition. You can use those and restore them. I do have die-cast cars that you can get, and I will put them on the group. My Retro Nightmare toy sales on Facebook. So you can, again, you guys, there's nothing on there yet, but I am going to be putting the items on there for you guys to check out.
Adventures with Dex is here now and says hello, everyone.
Hello, Adventures with Dex. We're doing a game where you identify what I'm showing on the screen, and I will put your name in a drawing for a retro prize bag. All right, the next one is a character from a children's book series. That's your hint. I want to know the name of the series. Actually, the series name is the same as the character, so that really doesn't work. What I'm going to do is this. This is a special one. Name the character, and if you can name the author who the books are by, you will get a bonus entry into the contest, okay? So this one you don't have to answer both. I'm just looking for the name of the character. But if anyone knows the series, the author of the series, and you add that, you'll get a bonus entry. Okay, so here we go. And this is a long time going, maybe 80s to now, pretty much. So tell me who that guy is. If you were a kid in the 80s, you may have read some of the books.
Clubhouse Caboose.
No.
Mercer Mayer.
Somebody said Mercer Mayer. Who
That was
said that?
Jill's New Day.
Jill, yes. Mercer Mayer is the author. And so you get an entry for that. But I want to know the name of this character. It is not Bucky Beaver. It is not Gopher from Caddyshack, Jay.
I
I'm
was going to say something like the Were Chipmunk or something, or the Were Squirrel.
RJ saw one of them running through the woods behind his house today. Was it wearing overalls, RJ?
Con King.
Adventures with Dex says he used to read them, but he can't remember the name. Okay, Mercer Mayer was the author.
Little Critter.
Who said it?
Rob's Classic Commercials.
That is correct. This is Little Critter.
So you've got 2 entries to make.
Yes.
Then. So Jill's New Day got the author name.
Yeah, that's just Jill.
And
Jill.
Okay, whatever. And Rob's Classic got the name of the character.
Alrighty. Okay, so we have about 5 more. If you guys are up for it, we got 5 more. And then we can do the spinning wheel a little bit if you guys still want. And then we'll try to wrap up the stream with comments and questions and that kind of thing. But we'll keep going as long as the viewers are up for it. Okay, we're going to go back a little farther now. These items came out they were children's items, and they came out, well, I'm just going to say like stuffed animals. They came out starting in the 60s, and their popularity was 60s and into the 70s. Okay? They're not named after specific characters. They're not from any shows or anything like that. They don't have names. But the name of them as a whole, as like their series, or what they're all called, is something. And that is what I'm asking you for. This is very retro, like even before 80s, where I like to stay. We're going back. So, no answers about cows. It has nothing to do with cows. They made all kinds of animals.
JP says Pokey.
No, we're not looking for a specific name. It's the name for all the animals in this collection. Okay, so it's nothing about a specific animal, and it's not a silly name.
Strawberry milk.
It is a cow. Yes, I know that, but that is nothing to do with the series.
Strawberry milk.
Okay. I'm holding the tag because the tag
Farm animals?
No,
Oh
they
my
did
God.
all animals, jungle animals, farm animals, house pets. It was huge for 2 decades. They even made Christmas stuff like reindeer and stuff to decorate at Christmas. Nothing to do with farms or old McDonald's.
Barnyard.
Nothing to do with pigs
Noah's
or
Ark.
farms or Noah's Ark. It was a hard one.
All animals.
No.
Tammy says utterly fun.
Nothing to do with cows. I don't think anybody's going to get it.
I think you got them on this one.
Any last guesses? Going once, going twice.
God's creatures.
No. All right, you guys. This is a dream pet, and the series was called Dream Pets. They made lots of different animals again, and people were buying these mainly in the 60s and 70s for their kids. I don't know if I can show the tag. It's pretty small.
Oh, that's actually coming in.
Dream Pets. This is a newer one.
Hey, when flip it over again and put your finger up on the top part and let them read the bottom.
I can't do it.
You can do it.
This is a newer one, and by newer I mean 1977. But their heyday, I want to say, was kind of in the 60s.
Yeah.
So yeah.
JP says that was my next guess.
Yeah,
Dang
right.
it. Yeah, right. And I was going to quote Wayne, but I was going to say something about monkeys.
Dream Pets. Now you know. And some of them are valuable.
77 was a good year.
You were born in 77. It was a good year. So yeah, so if you like to go thrifting and you see something that looks like this and it says Dream Pets on the tag and it's like 50 cents and you like to resell or collect items, you should get this because Dream Pets, some of them are worth a fair amount of money. So keep an eye out for those. Okay, a few more. We're going to do an easy one to make people feel better. Okay, so it's going to be easy and obvious what series this is from, but I'm going to go ahead and still make it a double one. You've got to get the name of the TV series, and you've also got to get the name of the specific character. Okay, so you got to get both in order to get an entry into this one.
Yeah, and make sure you get real close to the so that they can see the color and not mix it up.
Okay.
Because they'll say.
Oh yeah, it's a. Well, I guess I'll have to tell them what color it is. But that doesn't. It's okay. The bag is bottomless. It may seem that way, but there's actually 4 or so left. So it will come to an end. Okay, here we go. It's a calculator. How cool is that?
And it's a purple headband.
It's purple, since we're having trouble with that color.
It actually does look a little bit blue on screen here.
It's purple, and I'm holding it this way because the name is on there.
Donatello, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's Justin. Justin got it.
Correct. This is so cool. Look. Boop, it flips up, and it's your school calculator. And what was that observation you were making? Hold on. We haven't done this in a while.
Oh, yeah.
What is the observation you were making about this particular character?
Donatello was the smart turtle. Okay. Leonardo was the leader. Okay. Raphael was the hothead. And Michelangelo was the party animal. So it was fitting that they turned Donatello into a calculator because he was the smart one. So anyway, that was my dorky observation.
Well, Sir Daniel, I think it was an astute observation. Thank you. Now be gone.
No respect.
All right, a couple more here. Just a few more. Okay, you gotta open a book for this one. All right, we're gonna just make this a one answer, and I'm going to give away part of it. Okay, so this is from Teddy Ruxpin. Okay, it was a lot of you know Teddy Ruxpin was the bear that you put the tape in the back and it told you stories, and you either love it or you think it's freaky. It had a whole TV show, cartoon, and it also had books that went with the tapes. So I've got one of the books that went with the tapes. We know Teddy Ruxpin. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for, as the book falls apart, the name of his orange friend there.
JP says Teddy Roosevelt.
That centipede-looking thing. It's Teddy Ruxpin's sidekick. And they made a character of him too that you put the tape in, and he told stories. Yeah, RJ still has his. He showed it to me, and then I showed him one in response with a different outfit on. We both have Teddy Ruxpins. Exciting, I know.
Bernstein, Spider Dog. Nobody's.
Jay,
Bernstein Bears.
Yes, Jay's correct. This is Bernstein Bears. No, he's not correct.
Grubby.
Who said it?
Hachi. Yep.
Grubby is correct. Correct.
Hachi's winning a lot.
Title of the book is Double Grubby. Gimmicks, invention, duplicates, lots of trouble. Gimmick is the name of that scientist that was also on the page. So, good work.
Rock on. Showing each other our teddies. That's RJ.
Yeah, and our elves.
TMI RJ.
Our elves too. I don't know what that means, but
Your alien life forms?
yeah. Well, RJ, he was like talking to me and he was like, I have this, I have that. And I was like, I have that too. And he showed me a picture, so then I ran down into my basement to take a picture of the same thing or a better version so I could one up. No, I'm just kidding. It was a cool conversation because we both have.
Yeah, what color is your teddy, RJ?
We both have a lot of the same stuff. Well, not a lot. He's mostly collects tractors and cars and stuff like that. But just the things that he was showing me, I also happen to have some too. So we had a little back and forth with that one day. Okay. Now, I'm only going to look for one answer on this, what movie it's from. But if somebody knows the name of the character, you'll get a bonus entry. And on this one, I don't even know the name or if it, I know what animal it is, but I don't know if it has a specific name, and if it does, I can't remember it, and I failed to Google it.
Dominique's taking off and saying bye, chat.
Okay, Dominique, thank you for coming tonight, and we'll see you next time. Okay, so again, I'm just looking for the movie for this, and if you know his name, bonus entry. So what movie is this from? I can hear it. I can hear it laughing. Very popular movie.
Somebody might have had the character name. Roger Rabbit, Jacob Smith. Got it.
Yes.
Got your answer. But Jill says RJ. Oh no, I was laughing at something RJ said. Okay. Yeah. And technically, it's who framed Roger Rabbit.
That's true, but we'll accept Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Who said that again?
Well, some said who's framed and all that stuff, but it was finally in proper English again, typed by Jacob again, who framed Roger Rabbit.
Who? All right.
Rob says Wesley or Wessel.
Wesley Weasel?
Weasel or something like. Here. You see?
I don't know the answer.
Somebody says Cecile?
Somebody Google it, because I'm not going to Google it. I'm going to give that job to somebody else. Yeah. Somebody open a tab if you're on a computer and Google what this weasel's name is. And if you Google it, I will give you a extra entry too for that. Okay, but who said who framed Roger Rabbit first?
It was Jacob.
Jacob. I know I'm kind of going back and forth, but I don't think Jacob's gotten one in yet, so I'm going to kind of be a little choosy there, and I'm going to let him get that entry because he said the whole title, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah. So that's good. I'm going to put Jacob or Jake into the drawing.
Because technically Roger Rabbit is just a character.
That's right. Okay, so I'm going to move on, but if somebody figures out who this is, you can Google it, then I'll give you an extra entry into the game. It is a weasel, so you're looking up Weasel from Roger Rabbit or something like that. Weasel character. Okay, the next one. was a popular game from the 90s that Sir Daniel has never heard of. He was sleeping through this. Probably
Yes.
some other people
I was
were too.
busy being a trumpet player.
So that's your excuse for not knowing this awesome game?
Yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay, this is a game, and I'm going to ask one question first, and then I'm going to ask the second part as two separate questions. Okay, so I've got a Ziploc baggie here, and they are filled with these little circle-shaped things. Oh, I'm gonna. he's looking at me with a very annoyed look. Let's switch to him.
The OCD, good God. The OCD in me wants to pick them all up off the floor.
You can get started on that.
Yeah. Oh, thanks a lot. How about this one? Woo!
Okay, so I have made a huge mess. This was a game. Pongs is not correct. Hogs. Who said it first?
It looks like Sandra said it. Nope, Jacob and JP. Adventures with Dex said it first.
Adventures with Dex. This was Pogs. Someone said Pongs. That's close, but no, close, but no cigar. Okay. So later I'm going to be picking up like hundreds of Pogs because I just threw them up like confetti, and I threw some at Daniel.
Some?
Okay, half the bag. Alrighty. Thank you for being a good sport when I threw Pongs at you. But you know what? I saw it. Someone mentioned this. But you're lucky I did not throw the next thing at you, which is a part of this. Because in order to play the game, you had to have one of these. And I'm not going to throw these because like this one's pure metal. Look at that one.
I'm surprised you're still not throwing it. That's pretty cool. It's got a
Feel it. It's heavy. Okay, so you had to have one of these to play the game. Jacob said slammer. That is right.
Here.
Make sure he was the first one that said it. I think he was. Slammer.
Slammer.
This one is complete metal. It's really heavy.
Yeah, Jacob got it.
It's got a scorpion on it. It's pretty like tough there. If you were playing with this, like people would be scared. It's got finger, like 2 places for you to put your fingers there. And it was something about flipping the pogs, like kind of like tiddlywinks and making them do something. I have to be honest, I had these, but I actually didn't play the game. I just collected them and traded them with my friends, kind of like trading cards. But they had like all different kinds from any TV show you can think of, any movie you can think of, any cartoon, superheroes, wrestling. They even had like horror movie ones. They weren't just for kids, like, you know, older people were, I guess, maybe teenagers were collecting them too. They had a lot of off-color ones too that your mom might want to throw out if she saw you with. Like here's one from Cookie Crisp. You were getting them in the cereal, like the prize in the cereal. And that is Bobby from Bobby's World. Do you remember that cartoon? And let's see what else we had. Those are the generic ones, but there was actually brand name Pog ones that said Pog on the back. And if you can believe it, they actually had Pog tournaments that were a big deal. Like people were traveling to Hawaii to compete in the National Pog Championship, and you could win thousands of dollars for playing this game. But, you know, mostly just kids and teenagers played with it. I don't know how the game worked exactly. If you're interested, you'll have to Google that. But again, I was just collecting them for looks. But they did have vintage ones. And the reason why they've got this like older, vintage style or retro style. And the reason, and what does that say? All my men play Pog. Okay. Can-O Pog. The reason they did retro ones is because these actually, they originated, or the idea for it came from the cardboard circle tops that go on milk jugs. The milk, when the milkman came and he delivered your glass jar of milk to your doorstep, it had this cardboard thing on the top that said the name of the farm it came from and stuff like that. So that is where they got the pog idea from. So lots of the little pogs, I threw most of them, have vintage on the back. This one says World Federation Pog, 1994. Here's a Goosebumps one. You guys remember the Goosebumps books and movies? It's like a rabid, scary hamster. But yeah, that's the gist of it. You guys have probably been saying this already, but who had pogs and slammers back in the day? I don't know how much I'm selling them for or which ones I'm selling. Some of them I'm going to keep. If you'd like to know that information, the reason I'm standing here awkwardly is because I'm clearing all the pogs that I threw off the keyboard. But for those of you who came in late, I'm going to drop a link to the Facebook group where I'm selling these items. They're not up yet, but if you're interested in purchasing some of the retro items, not everything I show you is for sale, but the things people have requested and some random stuff will be for sale. If you're interested in that, you'll have to go and join the group. And okay, I'm gonna go drop a link of that. I'm just laughing at a message I just got on Facebook. Okay, let me go. Also, you guys join the Retromantic. I know I said that a lot, and not join, but like the Retromantic page on Facebook. And I'm gonna drop a link, I promise. I have to go back and get it again because the last one I copied and pasted was the Retromantic Facebook page, and this is different from that. This is a group. So here we go. Okay, so I made a stack of pogs and dropped the slammers on top. You made a stack of, he's speaking generally for how you played the game. You made a stack of pogs and dropped the slammers on top. You had to keep tossing the slammer until you knocked the pogs out of the circle. I don't remember that. I remembered you flipping something with it, but I could be wrong. I did not. I'm going to take what he's saying as the real thing because I didn't research this ahead of time. And like I said, we just used to trade them and see who could get like the coolest ones or the ones from our favorite shows and that kind of thing. So I just put the link up there. If you go there, join the group, that is where the retro items will be coming up for sale. And most stuff is going to be cheap. I'm just trying to get rid of it. I do want to make a little bit of money, but I mean, this stuff is played with. You know, it's in used condition. I will let you know if there's anything like majorly wrong with it in the pictures. But again, this right now, we're just dealing with cheap stuff, and I'm not gonna like go into this as in depth and earlier because we want to kind of wrap things up soon. But what some people are doing is they're choosing items enough to fill one of these bags, which will be a flat rate shipping price of $8. And so they're going to be picking things from the group, and I'll be looking for things for them as well. And I'll set a bag aside and I'll fill it up for you as we go along throughout the process of getting this room in order. Again, if you have questions about that, just message me on the Retromantic page or the group page. Also, there's no guidelines on that page yet. I haven't worked on it yet, but I'm going to put this information there so you know what's going on. Last one. Then we'll do the spinning wheel. Then we'll call it quits for the night. Okay. One last identification item. So it's going to be a two-parter. You need to give me the name of him, this character, and the movie it was from. And my clue is going to be, it was a late 70s movie, but that's all I'm going to give you. Here we go. Last one. Two-parter.
AE86 Hachi says Puff the Magic Dragon.
It is not Puff the Magic Dragon. That was Sir Daniel's guess, too.
Dex says Pete's Dragon.
Pete's Dragon is one part of the answer. Yes. Can anyone get both? This is a two-parter. No, it's not Pete. This is Pete's Dragon. So he has a different name. Anybody know it? I know this one's tricky. This is a good movie. I actually like this one, even with the cheesy singing and dancing.
Charlie?
And Mickey Rooney drunk in a bar and all that stuff is funny.
Somebody said Charlie.
Nope. It is Disney, that's correct.
Pete from Pete. No.
No. Again, this is Pete's Dragon.
Elliot from Pete's Dragon.
Who said it?
That would be Judy.
Judy is fine. Elliot, that is correct. Elliot from Pete's Dragon. That's both parts, so I'm going to give that to her, to Judy. That was one of my favorites. It's got like part animation, the dragon is animated, and the people are real people. Like I said earlier, it has Mickey Rooney in it and some other like famous people from a while back. So, okay. That concludes that game. I'm going to do the drawing now. Thank you guys for participating. And I'm terribly sorry if we got anything wrong. It wasn't our intention to skip or not see something, but it's kind of hard because I see a different thing and he sees a different thing and he's looking on my phone and a laptop and like stuff's coming in. So forgive us if we made a mistake, but it's all in good fun. We're doing our best.
No Dukes of Hazzard stuff.
No, I just have a little car from that, like a little Matchbox car, and that's it. I used to have Boss Hog, like a Mego doll, or action figure, or whatever you want to call it, and I sold it already. Okay. The winner of the retro bag is RJ. RJ wins. And RJ, I'm going to throw those fire truck cards in there with it. I'm not going to put them up on the group. I'm just going to give those to you as part of this. So congratulations, RJ. Woohoo! Good job.
Yep. Congrats.
Does RJ want to recount now? Probably not, huh?
Just everybody's like, rigged, recount.
No, I'm like tripping.
I want to come out. I want to say that was a good idea for a game, by the way.
Thank you, Sir Daniel.
That was really good.
If you guys like that one, we'll do it again because I know I can fill the toys bucket up again with things to identify probably 30 times over. And you know what? It's also been kind of cool because it's helped me see what else people like because there's stuff in there you haven't thought of, like nobody was bringing up Pogs on their own, but somebody's interested in those. So I will list those on the group.
RJ has not responded, so they say he went to bed.
Well, he loses then. Next. No, if he left, I'll let him know that he won. That was a lot of fun. Yes, thank you. And we've got applause from Dan. Thank you.
People seem to like this game.
Justin said love it. There's a lot of store sports. Yeah, I've seen a few. I'm just kidding. Everybody's been pretty good. Except I may or may not have received a private message with a screenshot and a circle of something. I won't reveal who sent that to me, but we'll put it under further review. All right. We are going to do the spinning wheel. And if you were not here last week, let me give you a little recap on what that is and what happens with the spinning wheel. And this week, you'll be happy to know that I've added like three more viewer spin, viewer win. So I took away some of the things from last week, and I'm going to replace it with viewer chances to win a retro prize bag. And for this, it's different from what I just did. I had a bag already made, but for this one, if you win, I'm going to make you a bag. It hasn't been made yet, but I'm going to make you a bag. And you can even, if you win, you can tell me some of the things that you like. That will not guarantee that I will have them or I will part with them. But if you do tell me some of the things that you like, I can like cater your bag that you won towards you and the things you like. So this is my Retro Nightmare spinning wheel. We've got characters on here like Han Solo, Shaggy, Spider-Man, Aquaman, Ash, Katniss, Harry Potter, Superman, Batman, Mario, and the Green Hornet. So you, I guess I spin it, since people are not actually here to spin it. I spin it, and we'll get into position in a minute because we like to do this on top of Daniel's head. What do you think of that? Are you ready?
Yeah, I suppose.
People seem to like the spinning wheel on top of your head. Okay, but I spin it, and then it's got different actions for me to do, like blindfold mystery toy, where I am blindfolded and he puts a toy, anything in the room, in my hand, and I identify it. We've got talk about any toy, put on some retro fashion items from the room and model them. That was funny last week. And cleaning frenzy, clean as much as you can in 1 minute. Mystery box or drawer, open something and discuss the contents. Show off a retro book, and a bunch of viewer spin, viewer win. So when I spin it, and if we get, I'm forgetting something.
I'm not sure what you might have forgotten.
Okay, if I
was
hit,
not paying attention.
Some help you are. If I hit viewer spin, viewer win. It's the first person to say me, or I, spin or whatever. The first person to say me, the next spin is for them. Okay, so I spin it again. You might still get an action for me to do, or if you hit viewer spin, viewer win again, which there is a high chance of that because I put a bunch of them on the board, then you get a retro prize bag made for you. If you're not into the retro prize bag for whatever reason, or you just want to pass it on to somebody else, you can do that. So if you win it, you can give it to somebody else in the chat, and I'll send it to them instead, since we are in the nice spirit of giving. Okay, so let's go. Here's your chair.
Yeah, we need to move it closer.
spin it to win it. Here we go. Spin number 1. Brace yourself. I forgot to tell you. It looks like you were already doing well.
I was doing okay, but I could have done a little better.
Big money.
There's a little spin there.
Green Hornet. Viewer spin, viewer win. Who wants to spin? I'm waiting for the first person who says they want to spin. I see Sumner. Sumner is first. Sumner is going to be the spinner. Okay, this spin is for, well, I'm going to be the spinner, but this spin is for Sumner. Her thing came in first. Okay, here we go. Brace yourself.
I'm bracing.
Ready?
I'm braced.
Was that your head that bonked? No.
Yeah.
I wanted to give her a good spin. I'm gonna have a headache after this. Iron Man. Iron Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Iron Man.
Iron Man is viewer spin, viewer win. So guess what? Sumner wins a retro prize bag. Yay! And this is good because I already know what she likes. I've known this girl for 20 years, so I will fill up a retro prize bag for her. Yay! All right, we're gonna keep going. I told you there was a lot more viewer spin, viewer win than last week, but I'm also kind of hoping we get one of the other things so I can do something stupid. All right, we're ready to spin again. Are we ready?
I don't know.
You have to be ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Katniss from Hunger Games. This wheel was made back when that was popular. Okay, Katniss. It's viewer spin, viewer win. I'm not kidding you guys. Katniss, viewer spin, viewer win. You guys are in luck tonight. I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff apparently. All right, I got to check my phone because it's the fastest chat. I see. I think that I'm seeing Adventures with Dex. I see Adventures with Dex. If you guys, I got a little confused because there's a bunch of stuff coming up. I see Adventures with Dex. So I'm going to go with a spin for Dex. Okay? So here we go. Viewer spin, viewer win. Ash from Pokemon. Okay. Alrighty. Ash, 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 Ash. That is going to be mystery box or drawer. Open one drawer and discuss the contents. They may or may not be for sale. So, yes, take your break. You're off duty for 1 second. I'm actually gonna do this suitcase.
Oh.
It's not a drawer or a box, but it does contain a lot of items First off, it's a cool retro Care Bears suitcase. And if you watched the short 5-minute video, which explains what we're doing here, called My Dirty Little Secret, you would note that I was in a state of despair and I had given up and I was just going to leave it all behind and run away and forget the organization because it was just all too much. It was a nightmare. So I grabbed my bag and I ran out of the room to run away forever.
Right. You slammed the door in my face.
Yes. But then
and the lock and it jammed. And we were here for like 20 minutes off camera, like picking the lock.
That part's not true, but it was good for dramatic effect. But in the video, he talked me into coming back and dealing with my retro nightmare. Okay, the point is that you guys did not realize it, but the suitcase that I was using as a prop is full of something awesome. You hold it.
Yes, it is something awesome.
And I can tell you right now that I'm not selling them if anyone's into them, because these are something that I was given from a childhood friend, and it was his personal collection from the 80s. So I'm not going to sell it. I'm kind of a little
attached to it.
I am. There might be some in there that I added later on. Maybe I could sell, but I will figure that out myself. And if I want to sell any of these, then you will see them in the group. Okay.
I've unzipped it all too.
Thank you.
Face phone.
All right. This is a bag, completely a suitcase full of Transformers. Mostly old. It's got some other stuff in it too, like Voltron, and it's got some newer, like crappy stuff like Beast Wars, but it also has the cool stuff. Anyways, none of it is complete. A lot of people are looking for complete stuff. You know, this stuff is played with. It has broken parts, but it's still cool.
Yep.
So who played with Transformers back in the 80s? So got some pretty cool ones here. I got both plastic and metal. Let's see. And some of them have plastic and metal on them. Like the leg part on this one is metal, solid metal, but the top is plastic. Let's see what else is in here.
You got a version of Megatron here. Pretty cool.
That looks newer.
Yeah.
That's McDonald's. There's McDonald's in here too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did I show this guy? Not yet. That guy. Yeah. The Adventures with Dex says the metal one really did some damage when thrown at younger siblings. Yeah.
Oh. That's a good one right there. It's 85.
85 little jet. There. A fire truck for RJ, who seems to have left the chat with no notice. Right.
This one might be a cool one.
Fun stuff. Adventures with Dex needs the suitcase. Someone else said they like this suitcase a lot too. Rob played with Transformers, but he loves Voltron. The Voltron I took out and put on display because I love Voltron too. So let me show you that real quick. Here's more of the Transformers as well. And I got the big giant one too. This is from the same bunch. He just won't fit in the suitcase. Too big.
That's cool.
So, Voltron. Here's a Voltron, a metal Voltron. And like it had a little button. Let's see. And I don't have it pushed in correctly. Sorry if I just squashed your finger.
You didn't.
I'm trying to get him to still work. Maybe he doesn't. But you would shoot the heads off. It has a little button and the head will go flying off. And that one doesn't work anymore. He used to work. But alas, no more. And there's this guy. And these things are heavy. You think of kids' toys now with all the cheap plastic and they break right away. This is solid metal. They just don't make them like they used to. Look at this Stegosaurus transformer. It's pretty cool. All right.
Very cool.
So that's what was in the suitcase. It was actually really heavy when I was trying to drag that out of the room.
It is a heavy suitcase.
Okay, a couple more spins and then we're going to call it a night because it's starting to get late and we don't want to drag this out too much, but we will do a couple more spins. All right, here we go. Oh, that one was kind of weak. What can I say? Give you a break. Give your head a break.
Yeah, my head needs a break.
Night, Julie. Thank you for coming out to the stream. See you tomorrow at JP's. This was fun. You and Sir Daniel work well together. Great fun. We are quite the team. Okay, what do we get? We got Batman. Batman is blindfolded mystery toy.
Oh.
Blindfolded mystery toy.
Man.
He's gonna stump me this time. Last week he made it too easy.
Yeah, I gotta really think about it too. Blindfold yourself up.
I will blindfold myself with this retro unicorn rainbow beautiful pink thing.
I'm really, really digging around here.
Ellen's retro toy box is so much fun. Yay! Yes. We are fun. My stuff is fun. I agree. Okay, I got a blindfold so I don't see what he's doing.
Are you blindfolded?
I could cheat.
You could cheat?
I'm not going to. I'm going to play it by the rules. You're going to stump me this time. I can feel it. Too easy last week.
Okay. I hope I can get you on this one. You might get it though. Okay.
Is it the Ghostbuster? The guy, Egon? Yeah.
It's too hard. You know your stuff too well.
Well, I mean, I don't have, this is the only one I have. Well, no, I have a couple more, but I could feel his hair. His hair is kind of like, he's got that funky do right there. So yeah, Ghostbuster action figure. I win again. What do I get?
I don't know. What do you get?
More help cleaning up this room.
You're gonna get that anyway.
Okay, then I want something else. All right. Okay. Let's do one more spin. One more spin, and then we'll have like some comments and questions to close out the stream.
All right. All right. Let me get back to my perch here.
Yes. Let me check the chat here. I keep looking at the one up here and it's behind. So, like, I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm missing stuff. Hachi still has original Ecto 1 from the cartoon series. That is cool. Adventures with Dex has the small Care Bear figures. Sis had the ones that had the posable arms and legs. So there's some of those that I actually know right where they are. I know what you're talking about because this is the ones that were small and not posable, and that's Grandma Bear. And then, of course, everybody. Let's just make Daniel sit here with this on his head longer. And then I do have.
No respect.
I do have right here Tender Heart Bear, maybe. The ones with the posable arms and legs. And somewhere I've got most of the other ones and some of the Care Bear cousins. And I also have the Cloud Car. He argues with me about the title Cloud Car, but there was a Cloud Car in Care Bears that they drove around in, but he says
the original Cloud Car is from The Empire Strikes Back, and it's the police force drove it around Cloud City in the sky, and it's the two twin Cloud Car.
So Care Bears copied.
That's right.
Care Bears is pretty old. Did Star Wars, was it like original to the first?
This is
like, did they make one in?
This is the 1980. The Empire Strikes Back about in 1980.
Okay, so that's the second one.
Yeah. And when did Care Bears come out?
Well, they came out in the 70s in Hallmark on cards, but they probably didn't have the Cloud Car yet. I bet that's 80s. We might have to look this stuff up later. I forgot to look back in the chat. Did anyone Google that weasel, the Roger Rabbit weasel? It's okay if you didn't. You don't have to go.
I might have missed it. There was some people typing some names in there, and somebody might have had the
Don't go do it now if you didn't do it already. But if you looked up the name of that weasel and you got it correct, I forgot about it, but I will do something for you. I'll save your name for another entry or something like that. Care Bear Countdown.
And that's the other thing too.
Okay, Dex says it's actually the Rainbow Cloud Car, so that's maybe how they got away with the name.
Because
they add rainbow to it. Yeah. I just remember calling it the Cloud Car, but I'm sure you're right.
And if there was someone's name that maybe we made a mistake with, we can throw their name into the box.
Yeah,
next time or whatever.
Like all of this is for fun. But if you really feel slighted on something, let me know. It's not a problem. I will. Is this all in good fun? And I will add your name to some future thing.
Yeah.
And we don't want anybody I know it's just over stuff, but still I don't want anybody to feel upset or like we overlooked you, because we're not doing that on purpose. If it does happen. So just let us know. And you can send me a private message too somewhere if you need to tell me anything. So, all right, let's do one more spin. Last spin of the night. Last spin. Sandra Pink says Toon Patrol Weasel. And Hachi says negative. The weasel's name is Smart Ass.
That's what I saw, and I didn't read it out.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
So if that's the right answer, then Hachi's gonna get an extra entry into something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I actually don't know, but that would make sense for that movie that they would call it that.
Yeah.
That movie was had so much kind of risque and stuff that you wouldn't think was for kids, but
right, it was PG-13, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think so.
I think it's PG.
Could be.
Let's move on. Okay, we're going to spin again. And so here we go. The last spin. Cynthia said she needs to tell me that she had a great time tonight. I'm really glad to hear that. Thank you for sharing that with me. It makes me feel good to hear people are enjoying themselves. We got Mario! Okay. So Mario is spin it to win it, and you know what? That's the perfect thing to give to Hachi for looking up the name of the weasel. So Hachi is going to get the viewer spin, viewer win this time. So this is a spin for Hachi. Here we go. I'm going to make this one a really good one. Brace yourself.
I'm bracing.
It looks like your eyes are watering. Is it that much pressure from the wheel?
Eyes aren't watering.
They're turning red.
It could be my allergies.
One of these weeks, we'll put me under the wheel.
It's okay. I'll take one for the team.
Shaggy.
Like Scoob!
Shaggy is show a sale item and talk about it. Okay, so we already kind of did that tonight, but I will pick something else that I haven't showed you that is going to go up on the group page for sale. So let me see what I did not show and see if I can find something for that. Here, check the chat and see if they're saying.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna look for that, but we're also kind of concluding the stream. So if you have like final comments and or questions or anything you want clarified or just to share, or if you need something, need to tell us something or ask a question of me or him or about the project, now is the time to do it before we sign out.
Yeah, Adventures with Dex was the first one. They're saying me.
What?
I don't know. They're saying me. Weren't you asking for someone to say?
No, I got viewer spin, viewer win, and then I gave it to Hachi because she answered the weasel question. She looked that up. So I gave the spin to her. And then the last spin that I just did for her, she didn't get viewer spin, viewer win. She got the talk about a toy that's for sale. So that's what I'm going to do.
Sandra has a good question. Did you ever see or have a glow-in-the-dark Care Bear? I only have one. Would like more.
I do not have that, and I did not know they made glow-in-the-dark bear. Care Bear, so that's a surprise to me. I'd like to have one too, but no, I don't. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I actually had a whole box of stuff I was going to talk about tonight. I'm not going to do it because it's getting late, and I'll just save it for next time. But I wanted to share a couple of things with you real fast, and that is that like during our uncovering of the table, we uncovered like the most valuable thing you could possibly uncover right now. I mean, high prices on eBay, rare, hard to find. I mean, we came across this and we were just like, wow, can't believe it. Can't believe we unearthed that. Are you guys ready for what we found? Because here it is. And man, I tell you, this is really hard to come by, man. I'm not selling this. It's not going to be for sale. Very valuable. It's like full too. So yeah, so that was the most valuable find of the uncovering of the table. Just wanted to share that with you.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying they had a really good time. Rob has already taken off, I think.
Okay, well, bye, Rob. And I still haven't found the item to talk about, but I wanted to share this because I think that Sumner told me she had this and she sent a picture of it. So Sumner, if you're still here, is this the little Kermit Muppet baby that you had? Because I have one too. And I wanted to share that. And I'm going to save the rest of the stuff that's in there for next time. I didn't do my Star Wars giveaway either.
No, you didn't. You can save it till next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Well, you
know.
planned a lot of stuff, so that was good. So you didn't run out of things to do.
Yeah, I next time I'm gonna be doing a Star Wars bag giveaway. I'm not gonna do it tonight, but it's got this cool Yoda, and it's nothing retro. It's not the valuable old stuff that everybody wants, because when I get that, I either keep it or sell it, and don't give it away, because you guys know that stuff is valuable, but it does have some cool stuff in it.
Yeah, Sumner said she had that exact term.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I unearthed one somewhere in here, and I wanted to share that with you. But it's got like some more modern stuff. It does have this like claw thingy. What is this?
Well, God, that looks like two different. I'd have to look at it. It almost looks like the one from the last movie, but
Cards, playing cards.
it might be something from one of the animated.
Some kind of thing that kills you, I'm
well,
sure.
Well, I think it's from one of the animated.
Okay.
So I'd have to really like rack my brain on which monster it is.
Well, if you like Star Wars, or you have a kid or know of a kid who likes Star Wars, then
That's Star Trek. That's not Star Wars.
that clampy thing?
Yes, that's the thing from Star Trek Discovery.
Really? I didn't know it had any Star Trek stuff.
Yes, I'm pretty sure of it.
It says LFL. Isn't that the Star Wars thing? LFL Hasbro. Lucasfilms.
Yeah, Lucasfilms Limited. That is so weird because that looks like the thing.
It's Star Wars. I already looked it up. I just don't remember what. Anyway, guys, join us next time if you want to win a Star Wars bag for you or for a kid or something. We'll give that away next time. Hold on. I was supposed to find one last thing to talk about, and I may not actually be able to do it because I kind of talked about everything already. I'll just show this. I know some people are into Disney stuff, and I have a lot of Disney stuff, and I'm not that into Disney stuff. I mean, I love it, certain movies, and my kid loves it and all that stuff, but I'm not a huge Disney collector. So if you are, I have older and newer stuff with that. Let me know if you're interested, because I can put up Disney stuff. Here's a kid's toy, 70s or 80s, just that plain all one color Mickey Mouse, and there was Donald and Goofy and stuff that went with it. Excuse me. But I'm going to be listing that in the group. Maybe not the most exciting thing, but if you are into Disney, I will put Disney stuff up. So you're looking up Star Trek to make sure?
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna show you what. This is just
Okay.
so that I can show you which.
You're going to show me the thing that looks like.
Yeah, it's not for them, it's for us.
All right. We're going to wrap up the chat in like 2 minutes. Let's see if you got, okay, so final stuff. Make sure to go visit the My Retro Nightmare Toy Sales Facebook group and ask to be admitted to that. Lots more info coming soon. There's literally nothing on that page except some that, you know, the banner picture, cover picture. But I will be adding how the selling works and pictures of the items for sale, so you can go to that group. If you're not on Facebook, you can still look at it. It's public, so go ahead and do that. So yeah, so we're saying goodnight, I think. Final comments, Bunsen and Beaker were cool from the Muppets. Yeah, I remember them. Sir Daniel Retro just got in, Central California watching. Hello, Theodore. We're about to wrap things up, but glad you stopped in. And if you want to catch the replay, please do.
Yeah, watch the replay.
Those of you who came in late, I went on a huge spiel about how the selling is going to work for the items in this room, for some of the items in this room. So if you watch the replay, you can hear me explain that if you've got questions or you want to know more about that. Good night, Jake. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Good night, Cynthia. Drop the link one more time. I will do that now. Here's the link to the toy group. Here we go. Justin says, fun night. Yes, it was. That's the link. All right, I think we're ready to close out the stream. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate everybody coming in and playing the games with us and listening to me talk on and on endlessly about toys. But we had a good time, and it seems like you guys did too. So we will be back with live stream number 3. We don't know when quite yet. It looks like we're kind of on a 2-week schedule right now, and that may be what we do for a while. When we get more done, we might switch to weekly. But of course, we'll keep you updated with that. If you follow the Retromantic Facebook page and the toy group, you'll get updates about live streams. So I think we're ready to get out of here. Thank you guys. And people are thanking us. We say you're welcome, and we say thank you for being here. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you next time.